At the beginning of this year, the shilling was trading against the dollar within the region of 3,600, but today it's edging closer to 4,000 shillings. This is a far cry from the last quarter of 2009, where the shilling was trading at a strong position of 1,872 to a dollar. The business community is now worried that this rate of the local currency's depreciation might see it edge towards 4,300 shillings to the dollar by year's end. So what are the embedded reasons for this state of affairs?
Around the world, you will all know that Donald Trump decided to give America, let's say, a tax waiver or a tax deduction from 25% to 15%. What that indirectly did is that it made America more attractive or more competitive. So what you're seeing is now emerging markets or frontier markets like Uganda are seeing investors moving their investments or reallocating their investments out of emerging markets, frontier markets, to the more developed markets, just like America. We've seen oil prices rise on the international market. 2 months ago, the oil was around $65 a barrel and then actually climbed close to $79 a barrel and has now cooled down to close to $74, $75 a barrel. Another reason why we're also seeing that the currency also, I think, accelerate more than usual is that naturally we're always seeing the repatriation of money by some of the largest multinationals in this country.
Given the current balance of trade situation, where Uganda imports most of the goods and services it uses, and therefore needs dollars to do so, this is bad for business.
But the challenge that we have is that most of the things that we are using, even in industry, raw material, equipment, inputs, agro-inputs, everything is being imported from South Africa, from wherever. Every time we go out to import, we spend dollars that we are not earning.
Some push factors for the current situation are to experts beyond the economics.
Another thing that I think has played a part is insecurity in Uganda has had quite a teaser on the tourism sector. We're entering the summer period. I'm curious as to seeing how many tourists are likely to come into Kampala and spend more dollars into the economy.
More on the global scene, events in the world have left the demand for the dollar high, making it inadequate in countries like Uganda. Beyond the pressure that a weak shilling has had on the business community, it has pushed up the cost of living for an average Ugandan, and any more weakening is expected to push it further.
Fenga abasuubuzi twononera omukisa ogukola ssente kubanga buli kyogula oba oyina kyongeza kyokka ate abantu tebalina ssente bo baagala kukigula wansi.
In order to control this situation, experts are suggesting a raft of measures targeted at both local and foreign investments into Uganda with the aim of growing the country's production and productivity.
Promote agro-industrialization. You have agriculture, which must be revolutionized. We must make sure that we strengthen the value chain. We link that farmer. We organize people in producer groups and link them to the industry, which is going to add value. So they have a market.
More to productivity, the business community also believes that effort needs to be done at promoting exports.
Now, if you're exporting less, you don't expect to gain a lot of foreign currency. Foreign currency is about if you are exporting a service or manufacturing and exporting a product outside, so you fetch the dollar.
It's without a doubt that much of the pressure the shilling is facing against the dollar is because of the factors beyond Uganda's control. What's true, though, is that a fair portion of that fall is because of factors within Uganda's control.